Yo guys, what's going on? It's Matter Skiga, and I'm sorry again, like I said in my last video, for not being able to post too much stuff lately, but I've been pretty busy, and I'm also kind of not really supposed to be playing Xbox, but yeah, sometimes I get the chance to, so just mainly because of my grades and shit like that, but I'll maybe talk about that later, but hopefully it's not too much of a permanent thing. It should go away soon as long as I start being not so lazy. But so anyway, this is just kind of a game that one of the better games that I had in like a half-hour session that I played or whatever. But what I want to talk about today, as you can probably tell from the title, is lag compensation, and that's something that's in this game, and I think I've also heard it's in Black Ops, but I don't think it's as severe. And that's pretty much something that Infinity Ward or like Treyarch or Activision, someone came up with it and decided that they wanted to try to help players with a worse connection so they could be on more of an even playing field, because everyone knows that in most Call of Duty games, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2 especially, that if you pulled host, you had a huge advantage, and that's just because your connection is a lot better, and generally you're going to be like seeing somebody faster than they'll see you, because it'll register on your screen quicker. And also there's just like other certain little things that like for example, when you're in the chopper gunner in Modern Warfare 2, the chopper gunner would always shoot at a constant rate, like da 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 da, and then, like, whereas if you don't have host, it's gonna be da 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 da. So that just gives you an advantage as host in the chopper gunner. But generally, it's just connection wise, you're just gonna have a much greater advantage, as everyone knows. So lag compensation is basically something they introduced, like I said, to try to limit that gap between the player with the amazing connection that they spend money on and some other guy that just decided he wanted to play Xbox and went out and bought a router at the stereotypical cliche Walmart. And basically it hasn't really worked out. It seems like, well, I don't know, just a lot of people are pissed off about it, and a lot of people also just don't know what it is. But if you've ever, this happens to me all the time, and I would always complain about it, my friends would be like, no, you're just fucking making excuses. But now I actually know that legitimately it is a real problem, and there's actually like a built-in reason for why this is happening. But if you're ever just running and you'll run around a corner, and then all of a sudden you just get shot from some guy that was literally like a 90-degree angle away from you, and you know that you were like 5 feet around the wall, and there was no possible way that guy should have been able to shoot you and pull like a fucking Angelina Jolie, I think that's who that was in that movie, Wanted, and just curve those fucking bullets around the wall, and you just know that's bullshit. But then you'll rewatch the kill cam and see that basically from his perspective that you were clearly not past the wall, and he was able to shoot you and still see you. And that's something that happens to me a lot, probably more in this game than any other game, but it happened to me in Black Ops 2, which is when I started noticing it. I mean, occasionally it'll happen in Modern Warfare 2, but like I said, that's just host advantage. But now it's pretty much, it can happen to anyone pretty much, whether you're host or not. And in this game, being host can actually be more of a disadvantage to you, because your connection is compensated so highly that you're pretty much just gonna get fucked, because you're gonna have a slower reaction time based on what the game screen is actually showing you than like some other guy with a crappy connection, because they're trying to balance those things out, and that's actually gonna really hinder you when it's really helping the other person. So I mean, basically that's a pretty brief explanation of lag compensation. I mean, it's kind of a good idea, but at the same time, I think the person with the better connection should still have the advantage. as generally, I think that more people that are actually like hardcore gamers that are actually dedicated to gaming, and like a lot of the people on the YouTube community, I'd say generally have a better connection because they're just more devoted to having the highest like upkeep of stuff than just some like kid that just went out and decided to get an Xbox for Christmas or something. But yeah, so I mean, that's just pretty much what lag compensation is in a nutshell. Just something that's trying to make it more balanced, but in reality it's kind of messing with this game. So I guess my last thoughts on this is I'm sure Treyarch is aware of the problems, or not Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, whoever is actually working on this game, just Activision in general. I'm sure they're aware of this kind of ridiculousness, and I'm sure they're probably going to fix it to some extent, but I doubt it's going to be removed from the game. But that's just, like I said, in case anyone wanted to know what exactly lag compensation does. And like some people, like I said, probably don't even know what the hell it is, and you're always wondering how this magical witchcraft is allowing you to be killed, and now you kind of know. So if you've learned anything from today, it's go out and buy the shittiest connection possible, and you'll do well in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. But yeah, so they should definitely patch this, and I guess a couple other things, because I still have a minute or two to talk here. Just real quick things. I mean, these are all things that people have said. I think it's really dumb that they put in Last Stand, or Final Stand. I don't even know what the hell it is in this game. I don't know if I know it's a death streak or something, but I'm not sure if it's a fucking perk or... Well, I don't think it is, but I see like so many different varieties of it. I know there's like Dead Man's Hand, and I think there's just like Final Stand too, so I don't know how that works exactly. I guess they're both death streaks. But I don't know why the hell they put that back in this game to begin with. And other things, they should, I've heard people complain about the, like when you spawn or whatever, how you run into teammates. And yeah, that is a problem. I mean, it's always been a problem in the game, but it's not that big of a deal when you first spawn, like if you're bumping into someone for like a couple seconds. But it can get excessive in this game. I mean, I've had times where I'm literally bumping into some guy for like 10 seconds. And I think it was like Woody's Gamertag who said that you should be like able to pass through your own teammates, which I mean would be good, but I want to say it's unrealistic. But what about this game is actually realistic? I mean, there's guns and you kill people, but who actually has like 10,000 deaths in real life? I don't think anyone. But I mean, that is a decent idea, and not just the spawns, but what always pisses me off the most about that is that there's always that one douchebag guy that like you're trying to get out of a building, and there's one way to get out of a building, and the guy's just standing in the doorway, and it's impossible to get out, so you're just sitting there stuck for the longest time, and that's annoying as fuck. And they should be able to do something about that, because that's just really dumb. I always hate when your teammates can screw you over in ways like that. Like, I don't think your teammates should be able to have an impact on your play style and what is happening. It should only be you against the enemy, not you against your team against the enemy. That's just dumb. Alright guys, I guess that's wrapping up this commentary. Just like a minute or two left in the, not even like 30 seconds maybe left in the game. I'm not sure if you were able to notice, but I'm actually using a different mic. I do have like a mic to record stuff, obviously, but I don't know, just for shits and giggles, I felt like using my Turtle Peaches, and there generally is like a buzzing sound in them, but I think I figured out a way to get rid of it, so I'm going to be implementing that. And if anyone wants to actually know how to do that, if this does actually work, then let me know. But hopefully this sounds okay, and I will see you guys later.